Hello and welcome to the Philippines. Interesting, always interesting adventure downtown Cebu City and many cities around the Philippines. You walk down different streets and you come upon all sorts of interesting people and adventures. I had walked downtown. This was a week or two ago. I walked downtown going to Carbon Market, and this is part of that walk. A little later, we'll come upon a whole line of string of horses with carriages behind them. And I would have taken a ride. I really wanted to take a ride, but the guy quoted me kind of an outrageous price, actually, because I know what they usually charge. Rarely do I see, and I come down here, at once or twice a month, probably downtown area, Carbon Market. Rarely do I see any foreigners down here. Always an interesting experience when I come down here, for sure. Oh, so tired. So tired. You waiting for your girlfriend, wife?
My wife. Indeed.
She works? Oh, shopping.
No, let's pay the bills.
Oh, okay. All right. Got to pay the bills. One thing I love about Filipino people, I found that I can, if I'm friendly, they don't know who you are, what language you speak, what your intentions are. If you're friendly, they're usually friendly back to you. And I've found that unlike so many nations, in the U.S. anyway, people are very defensive if you try to talk to them on the street. And I asked one guy once, I told him about my experience in the Philippines, and he says, well, we think you're going to ask us for something. You're after something if you're talking to a stranger on the street, which is generally oftentimes true in the U.S., probably many countries. And here in the Philippines, they're friendly, they will make eye contact with you, unlike so many nations, so many nationalities. Walking down the street, it's like you're invisible. They don't make eye contact, no gesture. When I was in China 20 years ago, I noticed a lot of people would make eye contact and you give them a little nod of the head and they give you a nod back, and just kind of an acknowledgement that they kind of like saying hello, even though you don't speak any words. Here in the Philippines, you'll often see a little raising of the eyebrows, a little raising of the eyes, like to say hi, hello, acknowledge that you passed somebody. And I've done it. In fact, so some days if I'm bored walking around, I'll just try that. See how many people will give me the lifting of the eyebrows right back. And amazing how often that happens. Try that. Just really quickly, just open your eyes real wide and then back to normal. How much?
10.
10. All right.
What?
Yeah. I bought a lady that came up behind me to buy ice cream. I paid for her 10 pesos, 20 US cents about. And then she followed me down the street just a little ways, and we had an interesting little chat. Thank you for paying for my ice cream. And we talked just a little bit, and then we both went on our way. You heard that thumping in the background. Boy, you hear that way too often. I don't know what it is. Some Filipinos apparently consider that music. I don't know, but you'll hear it. Maybe it's I don't know. I can't explain it. Doesn't sound like anything that resembles music that I've ever heard in my life. But there are barangays that will have a fiesta or something, and they'll have that kind of music, that kind of noise playing. Sometimes from early in the morning till the wee morning hours of the next day. And I've invested in various types of earplugs trying to block it out. I've turned my radio on trying to block it out, trying to sleep. And as one expat told me, when there's a fiesta in town, he goes and gets a hotel room some other place. The only way you can get away from that. Boom, boom, thumping, low frequencies. I'm working on very soon. I'll have a video up about rental prices and where they're going, and found some very surprising information. Um, as this pandemic slowly comes to an end, even though I think the Philippines is going to lose out big time on the high season, November, December, January, February, even into March, because people plan their trips. People plan their trips months in advance, usually. And even if they opened up tomorrow, there wouldn't be enough airplanes with enough seats available for everybody, even if people would come on a very short notice. The the logistics, the infrastructure of the planes and the airports being able to handle that many people all at once is not set up. So I know a number of you are planning ahead. You are buying tickets, buying airline tickets, and a month or 2 or 3 or 4 months in advance. And good for you for planning. And I really do think with so many, I think 90 or so countries are now completely open, no restrictions, no vaccine required, no mask required. Come to our country, spend money, enjoy yourself. And I really think that the Philippines is going to have to do that um, in November sometime. Beginning in November, middle of November, end of November. I don't know when, but
South.
article I read today said cases are NCR area, the biggest area, the Manila area, the biggest metropolitan area. It said cases are dropping, and the fact of the matter is, this variant, most cases are mild to asymptomatic, and much more so than like the Delta variant. And anyway, I think it's going to happen. I think it's got to happen. There are some so-called experts who would like to see restrictions forever, for whatever reason. Another friendly Filipino just come by, gave me a smile and a wave. And here are these horses. I don't know how they're treated when they get water. I never see any water out here for them. Last year, one died while it was traveling, I think. Where do you go? Where do you ride?
Right?
Where do you go?
100, go around.
Go around? 100.
100, balik. 100, 200.
200. Not too much. I've done a video previously where I got on with some Filipinos who were going, and they travel a regular route up and down a certain street. And I had walked into town from SMC side, as a matter of fact, and I found these horses, got on in one of the buggies and ended up going back that direction quite a ways, and then had to walk back into town again. But it was a very small fee to travel as a group like that, just like if you get into a jeepney or a tricycle, if you're traveling with other people, and each one is paying, it's very small amount. But this guy, I just I wanted to take the trip, but I just felt that he was trying to take advantage of me. Not that I couldn't afford 100, 200 pesos. 200 pesos, $4, less than $4. Just the attitude that he had and my attitude at the time, I said no. But anyway, getting back to the horses, I had a couple horses when I was in high school, and I know that it takes quite a bit to take care of them. And they get thirsty, they need to be fed, taken care of. And a year or two ago, one of these was out here. He died while he was, I don't know if he was running on the street or. But anyway, there was a big brouhaha about, hey, you guys need to take care of these horses better. And I am curious when they get to eat and get water primarily out here in this heat every day. One of them was foaming at the mouth. Every street downtown area is a little different experience. You'll get street vendors on some streets. You'll get watch repairmen, in fact, or leather repair people. One street I come across, all bicycle parts, and you could build your own bicycle with all the different parts. Probably end up costing you a lot more than just buying a bicycle, but it's an interesting place. There weren't that many people down here this particular day. There were quite a few over at Carbone Market, and I've done a couple videos over there of the new night market and the market over there. But yeah, the economy has a long ways to go to come back. A lot of people still not spending a lot of money, I think. They don't know what the government's going to do. A lot of them, a lot of businesses, a lot of employees have lost their jobs still. A lot of people unemployed. So the high season and the Christmas season is here. And you'll hear Christmas music in the malls, various places. Anyway, thanks for coming along. See you next time.